Well, this is more of my backyard jungle. Like I said, I don't know how much you can see. The way the screen is, I can't see a whole lot, but that's the lilac bushes. And oh, there's a cat up there. I don't know if you can see him. Shoot, I can't see what I'm seeing in the screen here. Okay, what I can see with my naked eye, I'm not seeing. But anyways, they planted a bunch of morning glories around this. This actually had disappeared for about a month or so last year. So I don't know what in the heck they did with it. Being that, with the energy weapons and whatever, I don't know if it could just be something that they did, you know, just to mess with my head because they do that. They'll take things and then return them, or did they do something to it? I don't know. I'm not feeling anything right now, but they did turn everything down. Um, as I'm, walking around with my EMF reader, and they don't want me to see all this, I guess. But yeah, the morning glories all over the place. My rose bush hardly has anything going on here. It should be in bloom, but it's not. And the branches, pulled out over here. Like I said, I don't know how much you can see. How there's a tree. I don't know if that was planted by them or not. You never know. Uh, yeah, this lilac bush over here, that one has what I would call a sniper's nest. That they're going in there to hide. You can't see anything back here. There was a couple of rose bushes along the side of the trellis, but they broke them, or they poisoned them, rather, killed them. And I like roses, so, they don't because they pick them, when they're back here. Let's see what else. Look at how this bush just kind of flails out. I was showing this last night on my other video. I don't know if anybody saw it, but um, it's treacherous back here. Um, there's like there was the rose bush over here too, but they killed that a long time ago. But oh my goodness, look at this tree. Now they had planted this underneath the garbage can here. This was full of mulch, and I did try to kill it a couple times, and I couldn't, I bent the branches, so they obviously planted something else. But what they did was they planted it underneath the garbage can, made holes in the garbage can so it comes up over the can, so it's really deep. And it looks like they're putting grapevines back here. There's another tree. So I have two trees here inside the garbage can, another one growing over here. These have to go somehow. I don't know if my saw will do it. They hurt my hands. It's hard to do anything. And I just want to cry right now. And there's a bunch of muck there. I did take video last night, but it was at night. You can't see anything. But my perp actually told me this years ago, and it looks like he did it again because it wasn't that high before. He'll go and get probably do some work for somebody with sewer, and dump the sewer dirt into my yard. He told me he did that before, and I had come back here, and I didn't make the connection at the time. There's actually a clay pot back there somewhere where you can see the crack, but I have to go into the alley for you to be able to see it. I can't get past here, but I had rocks all along my fence line and all along my whole fence line, and bricks and whatnot, and they remove them all the time. I didn't know what was happening before. Now I do. Um, but they're creating themselves a little nest, little hideout here. Probably if they're wanted by the police or something, or they think they're gonna get away, they'll come over here to hide because, well, they can. So let's see, I don't want to make this one too long, but this is another rose bush. You see it's all covered with the morning glories, you know, going all the way up. Oh, look, I do have a rose blooming. I'll be darned, you know, because they don't let my roses bloom. My favorite rose bush that was here, they finally killed it. You can't see it anymore because it's gone. It was big and beautiful. I love that rose bush, but you know, that's what happens when you're stalked, right? You don't have anything nice. Um, and over here, oh, look at how they bent. I don't know if you can see that trellis, but they bent the trellis so they could hide back here. Um, so they're hiding back here, I think, and probably over there too. And my bedroom window's right up there. So whenever I go into my bedroom and I turn on the light, they heat it up. I get hit really hard with heat. And, you know, weird things happen in my head. Sometimes I feel, you know, dizzy and nauseated and whatever. Um, and I don't know if you could tell that some of my shingles are pulled up a little bit. Probably you can't see it. Maybe if you have a computer, you can. But it looks like they're pulled up just enough, you know, to cause it to leak. You know, I can't. Oh, and they actually removed the what do you call it? The drain thing. So that's what that one is on the side of my house that came from up there that's supposed to go into the gutter, but you know, they ruined it. No, I just had the roof done like 2 years ago. So somebody fixed it and put everything back together for me, you know, when they did this. And so it's obvious, at least to me. I don't know what anyone else is going to think, but somebody did that. Um, I don't know how long this video is. I'm sorry for going on. My rose bushes again. They're killing them. There's more nests back here where they're hiding out. Again, I don't know how much you can see, but they've got quite a thing going on over here. They're coming in from the alley, and you know, you can see where some of the brush is pushed forward. So you know, they're hiding back here. You know, um, so this is all tied together with morning glories. The rose bush that should be, you know, over on the other side of the sidewalk is all the way over here, and they killed it. This is all tied up. What a mess. I mean, you know, this doesn't happen. This is not a normal morning glory, you know, vine thing. You have to train these things, and anybody that has a vine will tell you that they have to train, you know, train things to go up. But look at this, it's all covered, you know. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how much you can see, but you know, it's yeah, this is just what I deal with, and more morning glories. I don't even know where they come from, you know. They, I think what they do, honest to God, I know this sounds crazy, but I think that they plant them, grow them, and then bring them over here and then train them to go up. Because in all the years, I never saw them just start. You know what I mean? You can tell when they're just starting. I mean, especially if you're working in your yard and trying to get rid of weeds. All of a sudden, like the next day, or I could go somewhere and come back and boom, there's, you know, yeah, they're they're there. They're climbing up my rose vine. I'm like, how did I even miss that, right? Um, Absolutely, someone was here because they broke this this vine off the rose. There was another bush here, but apparently they didn't like that one too much. Um, I had about 5 rose bushes growing here, and this one stuck. Excuse me. Um, yeah, they, you know, morning glory, so they can hide. They pretty much killed this rose bush too. Um, I buy these ever blooming ones, right? They're supposed to bloom all year. Usually only in the spring I see. Sometimes in the fall they'll let it bloom, but it's rare. There's a wall of brush here where they're hiding behind the garage. I don't know if you can tell by the video that there's obviously, somebody had to be back there and they're pushing things forward. So they, basically they're hiding. You can't hardly see my sidewalk. There's so much stuff. It's going from one side of the sidewalk to the other side. So somebody did this on purpose. And this is a long video. I'm sorry.